Because I actually need to find out. I need to actually balance out the audio, so so here is what I'm gonna do. Mainly because I really just don't want conflicting audio. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought was gonna happen. Alright, I'll be back. God, there's... I can kind of hear things. Alright, let's see if that's any better. Alright, well now that I can actually hear the game audio where I couldn't before, let's listen and see how well we can hear our voice over the game audio and see if it's too loud or if I need to drop it or if it's good. Alright, that last one actually sounded good, but I was still a little hot, so we'll see how this one is. All right, let's actually do this with the audio in the background so that we can do an actual test. All right, almost there, getting there. Just little few minor adjustments here and there. Just a smidge. Alright, that one was actually pretty close. The music was slightly overpowering me, so hopefully this one's actually pretty solid. Alright guys, that last test actually made me pretty happy. I think I'm still probably a tad hot over the music, but compared to yesterday's din test, for those of you who watched it, I was way too hot. The music wasn't there. There was static. It was not good. Not good at all. So, I did share this out to a couple different places, so I'm gonna give it another minute or so. I've got my salad here. That's my dinner. So and I've got my water. So I am for the most part set. So I'm gonna take a minute. I'm gonna eat my salad. I will mute the microphone so you guys don't hear me chewing and munching and whatnot. And we'll get started. So, but before I do that, here's kind of the goal. The goal is to get as far
And I do mean that. As far as we can, for as long as we can. The wife does not come home, does not get off until about 1:15, which means she's usually not home until about 1:20, 1:30, somewhere around there. So we are going to, my goal is to play until about 1:15, right around in there. Okay, so that's the goal, that's the plan. This is going to be a very long play. Very long. I do not know if we'll be able to get to the end of the game tonight. Even with as long as a playthrough is where we're at, I don't know if we'll be able to do it. We are actually very close to the end of the game, so we might wrap it up tonight. I just don't know. So that being said, share this out, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna mute the microphone here. I'm gonna eat the rest of my salad, give some people some time to come in, and then we'll get started. So, see you soon. Let's not do that again. I had an entire session where I streamed and I thought the mic was on and I was yibber yabbing and nope. So let's not do that again. Although, ironically, it had a lot of views, so I don't know. Alright, so, to catch everybody
Tell
up.
him how he's probably in his rooms. The last door on your left.
So to catch everybody up, come on. Oh, I forgot. It's right click. Playing Knights of the Old Republic and got used to those controls. We officially got we are now in we're in Denerim, and we are at Earl Howe's estate trying to rescue Anora. And that's where I left off last game. So go back and watch that playthrough, and so you can get caught up, and then watch the whole playlist so that you can kind of see where we're at and whatnot. So.
What? Who goes there?
I thank you for creating such distraction, stranger. I have been waiting days for the opportunity. Do you think you could... Alistair? Is that you?
Who? Wait. I do know you. You were at my joining. He's one of us. A warden from Orlais. Jada, I think. Or was it Montserrat? I'm afraid I don't remember your name.
I'm Riordan, senior warden of Jada, but born and bred in Highever, and glad to be home. With an offer of hospitality and a poisoned chalice. I was fool enough to think Loghain didn't yet know who I was. For the most part, attempting to hold my tongue. I was sent when we received no word from King Cailan as to the outcome at Ostagar. The king had invited all the wardens of Orlais and their support troops to join him. Then nothing. We had 200 wardens and 24 divisions of cavalry. The first we heard of Loghain's edict was when everyone was turned back at the border. That was when the rumor reached us that wardens were being blamed for the massacre. We finally decided it was safest to send someone alone to learn how best to fight the Blight and this regime simultaneously. As a native Ferelden, I volunteered to make the crossing. The other wardens won't risk their strength fighting Ferelden's civil war. If they spend themselves against Loghain, there is truly no hope. They recall accounts of the first Blight, how many cities fell. If Ferelden is too foolish to save itself, at least, we'll be ready when the Archdemon leads its forces further. Besides, I hear you haven't been doing badly at raising an army yourself. But perhaps if the edict can be lifted, I will send a message as soon as we are gone from this place. I saw him go into the dungeons. He may still be there. Yes, these are my records. The names of the dead I could recognize at Ostagar. What I could find of Duncan's own recruitment records. Copies of the joining ritual I rescued from our Denerim vault. Those should never be seen by any outside eyes, but I trust in their encryption. Would that I could, for Ferelden sorely needs them. But for the joining to work, the recruit needs not only fresh Darkspawn blood, but a drop of blood preserved from an archdemon. Ferelden's supply should have been in the vault, but it was gone. I can only imagine someone took it out and Loghain either confiscated or destroyed it. This is hardly the best place to talk.
We've been staying with our Leman at his estate. If you need a place to stay, I'm sure he'd make you welcome.
At our Leman's, then. And good luck, brother.
Let's definitely save, because I really don't want to end up having to redo some scenes here. So, I'm gonna do my best to keep an eye on the chat. I've got my iPhone next to me, although I can change the way that it's set so I can actually see. Hopefully. Okay. There we go. It's at least a side glance, so I should be able to see things. And then I've got my laptop on my right shoulder. I've got that mainly up so I can actually kind of keep an eye on things as far as like the stream and things like that go. So, so yeah. All right, let's do this.
Who goes? Anybody tries to come in here without Hal's say-so, we get to do what we like with them. I think we finally got a bit of entertainment here, lads. Enemies at us.
I will not As you say.
I tried an experiment, mainly because I got tired of losing my mouse. And so after I was done beating on somebody, I decided it'd be a good idea to pause so that I can,
What's on your mind?
try and avoid shit like that.
It is no trouble.
Anything else for me to grab? Nope. I don't see it. Nope. I apologize, I may bug you with the amount of saving that I'm doing as far as this particular section goes. Trust me, if I don't, I can get screwed very, very quickly, so I've had to do that. Wife sent me some messages. Alright, well, the keep the phone and glance on the speaker idea failed miserably.
It will be done. It will be done. Yes.
I do also have an update for you guys. I'm about 10 hours in to catching up on the Knights of the Old Republic, so
It will be done.
One guard down. Unfortunately, most of these are behind doors.
Yes.
Alright, I actually want to Alright, let's see how our party member did. Alistair could use a little bit of help. you're not gonna do what I fucking tell you to do.
Solution. Sometimes. Let's end this. Defend yourself!
Of course.
Welcome to Horseshit City. Let's save so I don't end that horseshit again. Alright, well, other than farming for experience, that was kind of nice.
Yeah! As you say. As you say. It will be done.
Okay, done with you now.
I cannot keep this up.
I see you're still with Morrigan. I thought you said she didn't mean anything to you. What are you playing at? You tell me you like me, that I mean something to you, and you have her on the side? It's not fair to either Morrigan or me. Do you say the same things to her that you say to me?
Alright, well, I was not trying to get into this. I did a little bit of off-camera play and experimented with some things, mainly because I wanted to kind of know how things would play out. So this is kind of the repercussions of that. I just didn't want to have to deal with it now. So...
Just show me some respect. Show us some respect, please. Wonderful people have their limits too. I care for you, more deeply than I can say, but I can't watch you going to her all the time.
How do I want to play this? Here's the thing about this game. Your decisions do actually impact things. So even if I choose something here, it will impact the relationship with Morgan, whether Morgan is with me or not. So it's kind of an important thing to know. The other thing that I realized is that you guys can't actually see. And honestly, I wish I kind of noticed it earlier. I just didn't see anything. You guys can't actually see the choices that I'm actually making. So I guess that's a good thing and a bad thing, because it doesn't taint necessarily the options, but it also kind of robs you guys of the experience. So so for that, I'm sorry. Can't really do anything about it. But I do know how the end of this game plays, and I do know what happens as far as Morgan goes. So, unfortunately, because I have played the game, it is influencing my decision with this. That being said, I did start the relationship with Morgan. I did flirt a little bit with Liliana. This is going to backfire on me really bad in either direction.
I see. That's your choice then. I understand. Excuse me. I have to be alone for a while.
Yeah. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it's still bad.
Yes.
Alright, we're gonna save here.
As you say. I have beaten
At least I'm still alive. Mostly.
here? Get me out of... Was this supposed to be a lesson? Did my father think it funny to leave me for so long before sending you? Then my father didn't send you? I am Oswin, son of Ban Sigurd, of the Dragon's Peak Banon. If you aren't one of our soldiers, pray tell me, who should I be thanking for my rescue? Then I have no question about why you would come, Warden. For it is your men who have suffered the most here. You have my heartfelt gratitude. And I assume the gratitude of the entire Dragon's Peak Banon. If my father sent no one after me, I can only assume that he does not yet know the true colors of the snakes he is allied with. But if you talk to him, I'm certain he would offer you any reward you might ask. Then there is a Landsmeet after all. Hal said the Isle of Redcliffe was dead, and the Landsmeet called off. I swear, if there be any forum to speak out against Loghain, my father will be there. Now, please, I must try to get to him. I cannot see the last of this place too soon.
Well, well, the Grey Warden. I must say I'm surprised Eamon would condone you invading my castle and murdering my men. Is he losing faith in the persuasive powers of his Landsmeet?
No.
Loghain's plan is to save Ferelden from real threats, here and now. And after certain upstarts are brought to heel, he will end the blight you go on about. Something your pathetic Order of Second Sons can't seem to get done. Ferelden needs a king who has known command, with the proper advisor at his side, of course.
I was trying to actually avoid this fight for a minute because I was trying to get to one or two other rooms. This is another one of those fights where I'll probably get very pissed very quickly because this is, again, like I've said in the past, there are a few fights in this game that are cheap as hell. This is one of them, so just be fair warned that when you go into this fight, you want to try and be as prepared as possible for it. And honestly, I'm probably not as prepared as I should be. But yeah, so I'm probably gonna get very pissed very quickly, mainly because this fight is kind of like the fight with Bronca and the fight with Jarvia, where it's really cheap. It's one of the few cheap fights in the entire game, but it is one of those fights. So hopefully we won't get our ass kicked too many times and we won't waste 30-45 minutes trying to complete this fight. Hopefully.
perhaps. But it has served me so well. You should have left when you had the chance, Warden. Slunk off to the Anderfells to hide with the rest of your kind. This Landsmeet is a farce. Loghain will triumph, and you will die.
Alright, I'm trying to remember if I want to deal with Hal. Yeah, I want to deal with Hal. One, he's got the largest life bar, but two...
Enemies ahead.
Very well. You have forced my hand. Make her spit on you. I deserved more.
Well, that actually went a lot better than I thought it was gonna go. I'll take it. How is a jackass? If you play a human royal, you'll know why. Or if you haven't played the game, you'll find out why. But How is an absolute jackass.
It will be done.
Might actually consider changing over to it because it does actually have a little better. It's got a little bit of armor penetration, which is cool, and then it's got a little bit of an aid and critical assist and bite back damage. So. Like I said, I was actually expecting to get my ass handed to me, and I was kind of expecting to get kind of pissed, but I'm very pleasantly and happily surprised that I was wrong.
Who's there? Stay away.
You can't do this to me. I'll have you all flayed. I'm the Arl of Denerim. I'm Vaughan Kendalls, heir to the Arling of Denerim. It's true. Too many of our troops were lost at Ostagar. When the riots started, Howe came with men to reinforce the garrison here. Or that's what he claimed. As soon as I let him into the palace, he threw me in here. One more victim of the Elven uprising, he said. Let me out of here. I'll do anything. Of course. Anything. Just let me out. I swear you won't regret this.
He's also a douche, but he's a douche unfortunately we need, so...
Maker, have mercy on your faithful servant. Grant me, please, that you... Andraste, Bride of the Maker, have mercy on me. Alstana, is that you, little sister? No, I don't know you, do I? Are you real? Alstana? I don't know. Where is my sister? Have you seen her? I'm Erminric, Knight Lieutenant of the Denerim Chantry. You aren't one of the Tairn's men?
He sounds like he's in lyrium withdrawal. He's got all the signs, confusion, weepiness. He probably doesn't even know what he's saying. If the Grand Cleric knew he were in here, she'd be spitting hot coals. Nobles don't have authority over Templars.
I failed in my duties, Maker. Forgive me. I failed, and there's no telling what he's done. The Malefica. He had turned blood magic upon Templars and Circle mages to escape from his tower. Near Redcliffe, I cornered him, but the Tairn's men took him from me and brought me here. Yes, he destroyed his phylactery. We were spread out, trying to find him. I was alone. You are real, aren't you? My dreams are so strange now. Please, if you're not a dream, help me.
Alright, sorry, I was actually checking the chat there for a minute, just because I wanted to know if anybody had said anything, so...
Give this ring to my sister, Alstana. Tell her I'm sorry. Please, ask her to pray for me.
I was right, it was a door, just not the type of door I thought it was. circle back.
Something I can help with?
Sake of flow and gameplay,
We're under attack!
That was fucking horseshit. That was one of those game went fuck you. That's what that was. This will be safer or not, but before I do this, it'll be faster back to the room, but I don't know if it'll be safer.
My thanks. Thank you. I'll trust you to lead us safely out. If House people find me, I'll be killed. And my people will insist on escorting me back to the palace, where my father may also have me killed.
Okay. Alright, so here's what I'm going to tell you. We're going to exit out. We're going to encounter somebody. I am going to tell you right now from personal experience and actually from reading the manual, you do not want to try this fight. It is one of those fights where the odds really are stacked against you. If you wish to try it, you are more than welcome to. I just don't recommend it. Alright. That being said, let's do this.
Warden, in the name of the Regent, I am placing you under arrest for the murder of Rendon Howe and his men-at-arms. Surrender, and you may be shown mercy.
Why stop now? Calthrion is all that stands between us and freedom.
Are you sure this is what you wish?
Oh, shit. That's... I'm going to attempt this. I know I recommended against it. I'm going to attempt it. I think I'm mainly going to attempt it, mainly to kind of show you kind of how stacked shit is. Although this might be one of those things where it ended up like, again, I thought the fight with Hal would be harder. And this might be one of those things where I might be pleasantly surprised. Gotta be really honest, I don't think it will be because I've tried this fight and it sucks. So, alright, let's try it.
I'm surprised this ended peacefully. Bring the wardens. Loghain doesn't care about the rest.
I wanted the butt option if I wanted to fight. Never mind. I guess we'll do this the other way, the way I'm used to doing this.
Eamon, we have a problem.
Andraste, watch over our friends in danger.
Calm down. What has happened?
The wardens have been captured.
What? How could this happen?
Never mind that. The question is how to free him.
Surely you mean them, Your Highness. We need Alistair too.
Yes, of course, I meant Alistair too. Calthrion will take him to Fort Draken. Getting inside will be no small feat.
Oh, you're awake. I was starting to worry. I'm not entirely sure. It's not the Royal Palace dungeon, I think. Too orderly. Fort Draken, perhaps. That doesn't really bode well for us. I hope you have a plan.
Alright. I've got to remember how to do this. I know, you'd think I'd have an idea on how to do this, but...
Help! Someone, help us! My friend is dying.
What's the matter with you?
Nothing. You just were the idiot.
Oh, trying to be tricky, are we? Oh!
Attack! That's a lot of blood.
Chest. There we go. Okay.
What name are you? Hey!
As you say, we'll be gone.
Watch it!
By the stone I shall prevail. By my ancestors. This is a way. Down you go. The Paragons could not have done better.
A lot of blood.
As you say.
Let's actually see if we might have a better weapon for Alistair. I don't think we do, but I could be wrong about that. See here, bite back at it. No, we don't. What about a shield, though? That would work, maybe. Vertical shield. 3. Nope. Yeah, Duke and shield is still a far better shield. Although armor-wise, the Juggernaut armor. I actually need to get the rest of the pieces for the Juggernaut armor. If I remember it, I've got to go to the Brazilian forest for that and do that. I might actually try that, but if I do that, I'm going to do it off camera. I'm not going to do it on camera, because there are actually a couple of things that I may try and do off camera. But again, it really depends on how close to the end of the game we are. Because just to be really honest, we are actually pretty damn close. So. As long as I didn't lose my other armor, we'll be fine. Well, for getting through the rest
Very
of this
well.
in an easier manner, that probably would have been the best idea. That being said, I did not see... I might have just been being blind, so let's...
Of course.
wonder something. Maybe I'm just missing something. Maybe the reason I'm not seeing out of my there is because truth be told, it is really not worth the risk of losing the armor, so... Alistair really does need to hit for harder.
Of course.
You never see. Stop here. Prisoner on the loose! Someone help!
Before I explore those two doors.
Prisoner on the loose!
As you say.
be done.
It would probably be faster if I just put the guard shit on. That being said, I want the experience. So, like I said, in this game, CP farming, XP farming is actually a good idea. Experience, unfortunately, in some cases is few and far between, so you want to try and you want to try and get as much as you can, honestly. I either got royally fucking hosed, or Alistair wasn't fully healed. So let's see which one it was. Or, yeah, I mean, that's really it. Alistair was fully healed and was fine, and the game just went, fuck you. No, he's fully healed. Not quite.
It will be done.
That's at least sales fodder.
We've got an intruder.
Okay, done with you now. The Paragons could not have done better.
Yes.
I'm usually not much for being an item fiend, but in this particular game, you don't really have much of a choice.
What in the name of Andraste's sanctified girdle is going on here? Hey, we've got a prisoner loose.
I like these, but I don't know if I can do anything with
Paragon, watch over. It will be done. Turn and run! By my ancestors! This will not end well for you. There is Yes. Very well.
One of the things that drives me nuts about this game is it will keep you in combat mode far longer than you really need to actually be. And sometimes it's like this. You've killed everybody and it's just taking forever. The other reason is because there's some bad dude somewhere off in the far distance barely showing up on your map and it's still locked in combat mode because it still sees that dude. Which, unfortunately, that one is a royal pain in the ass. I know it can do something with the ballistas, I just don't remember The other thing is what I may be remembering is the other team that comes back through. There's also a slight possibility I was wrong, but I don't think I am. Save before we go through the door.
What do you... Wait, you don't belong in here? Guards!
You have forced my...
Again, sales fire.
Lady Andraste, bride of...
Oh, this is where we transition to our other group. Or more specifically, our other party members.
You forced our hand. You should have my hand until pain. Try not to look too incompetent. It's embarrassing.
Alright, before people freaking die.
Make a preserve a good day.
Yes.
Slowly restocking on some of her healing. Pretty positive I've mapped this place out pretty solidly. Yeah, looks like I'm going back the way I came, which is not what I want to do.
Are you alright? You know, I'm almost disappointed we didn't get to try our plan. Oh well.
Before I open this door, we're gonna do our own save. Righty then. Let's try some conversations for
This is a nice estate, isn't it? What's on your mind? It is no trouble.
You know, I could get to like this. The last time I came to Denerim, I stayed at an inn so filthy the bedbugs had fleas. What say you?
Alright, let's open up this bag of worms.
This is a nice change from having to sleep in the woods, isn't it? Something I can help with?
I was expecting at least 1 or 2 bags of worms out of that. Alright, I don't actually want to... This I'm almost... we'll see.
If one more servant asks if I would like a change of clothes, I will set the house on fire.
What comes, my friend?
Well, I was expecting some things, but I guess not.
Maker's breath. It's good to see you in one piece, my friend.
Indeed. We have been praying for your safe return, Warden.
I can believe it. Though I'm afraid if we do not act quickly to erode Logain's support, we may all be seeing a great deal of Fort Draken in the future.
We will need to work together, and quickly. My father has gone mad. I didn't believe it at first, but he is gripped by a paranoia so severe it prevents him from seeing sense. He saw me as a threat, yet even now I'm certain he will be telling the nobles you are dangerous murderers that have kidnapped and mind-controlled me. He may even believe it. I thought so. I'd hoped so. Howe's influence was strong. His death can only be a good thing. But even that will not be enough. I know my father, and he is committed to his course. He will see this through, no matter what. You will need ammunition come the Landsmeet, and I can help you in that regard. You have only just arrived in the city, so perhaps you are unaware of some recent events. Denerim has been in turmoil since Ostagar. Many people here are angry or grieving. Strangely, the unrest is worst in the alienage. Few elves accompanied the army. They should have little reason to be upset, which means that How and my father must have given them reason. I don't know what is happening there, but I am certain my father has his hands in it.
A useful lead, Anora, but you could have sent this information with your maid.
That is true. I feared for my safety as How's prisoner. But to tell the truth, I sent Elena to you because I hoped we might join forces. You need that evidence for the Landsmeet. But you also need a stronger candidate for the throne. You need me.
Why? Because honestly, it's... I mean, I get line of succession and things like that. But... the question is why?
I have no doubt Alistair is biddable enough, and decent, but even with his blood, he is no king. You think only I can see it? Not only that, Alistair is a Grey Warden. It will look like you are trying to put a Grey Warden on the throne, despite your claims. I am a neutral party, and I am already queen.
Anora, you are indeed Kaelin's widow, but...
I am the daughter of Ferelden's greatest general. Who do you think truly ruled this nation for the last 5 years? Kaelin? I am what this country needs, not an untrained king who does not even want the throne. I can help you stop my father. Consider what I have said. For now, I think I will retire to my room. Warden, when you have a moment, I ask that you speak to me in private.
Well, she's quite spirited. I remember when Loghain first brought her to Denerim. Poor Galen was a good boy, but Anora was always 2 steps ahead. Had him jumping when she snapped since the first time she batted her eyelashes. I cannot help thinking she may be trouble, but we should keep her close, all the same. This is an alliance of convenience. For the moment, we are united against Loghain. Be careful how much trust you place in her. I do not for a moment think Anora means to give up her power easily. Still, I would rather have her where we can watch her than actively working for Loghain.
Sorry, I'm reading the different options. I could read them, but with my reading speed,
Are you thinking you might stand a chance at courtship? It would be unseemly for her to marry so soon after Kaelin's death. She wouldn't take that risk unless it helps her secure the throne.
Are you serious? No, never mind. I don't even want to hear the rest of this. You two just keep talking about me. I'm going to stand over here with my fingers in my ears.
That would certainly solve a lot of problems, and put forth the strongest argument before the lands meet to remove Loghain from power. With Therin blood on the throne, and Anora's wisdom and popularity, Ferelden could present the most united front against the Blight. Unfortunately, the marriage would never happen unless they both agreed to it. And I suspect that might take a lot of persuading to get past her pride and his humility. Ferelden was first united by Calenhad, the Silver Knight. For 400 years, his descendants have ruled Ferelden. That was the heritage we preserved from the Orlesians, and it is the heritage I will fight for as long as one of Calenhad's descendants still lives. Without that to unite us, we could scatter back to warring Terniers. We certainly have a great deal to plan. Maker knows what that man is capable of now. Of course, if I might make a suggestion, go speak with Anora. She will either be a powerful ally or a powerful enemy, and the sooner we know which she is, the better.
Alright. So we've got the alienage to deal with. And then basically onward to the end of the game. For some reason, I was thinking that the alienage happened before this, but I was wrong. So let's talk to Alistair here real quick.
I haven't been here in a while. They've changed the dining room. Something on your mind? Of course.
Alrighty then.
Very well.
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne. Do you disagree? You are a fellow Grey Warden. What do you think of Alistair's potential to rule? Never mind his willingness. Alistair seems like a kind, well-meaning man, and biddable enough. These are admirable qualities, if not kingly ones. He also seems to be a fine Grey Warden, which is exactly why he should remain one and serve the kingdom by defeating the Darkspawn. I have ruled this nation on Caelan's behalf for many years. I am a great queen, and as beloved by my people as I love them. Ferelden needs an effective ruler with experience to see it through the Blight and after. That is not Alistair. Thus I say again, I would welcome your support for the throne if you would give it. For years, I have ruled this kingdom as Caelan's queen. As much as they loved Caelan, all of the Banon knew this to be so. Caelan was a good man, but what is needed now is not another good man, but a good ruler. I sent Alina here not solely because I thought I needed help, but because I saw an opportunity for us both. I need your support, Warden, and you will need mine. That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot. Ignoring that the man looks so much like Caelan, my recently dead husband, if you'll recall, my main fear is that he might govern like Caelan as well. But it is true that Alistair has Therin blood. To some, this is more important even than practical considerations. A union might be considered a compromise, but is this something Alistair even desires? Let me say this. If Alistair is willing to stand back and allow me to continue governing the nation, then I would be willing to have him as my king. It is my understanding that governing does not appeal to him anyhow. If that is so, this is a compromise I can live with. Do so. I will be interested to hear what he has to say.
So I'm guessing someone told Anora I was planning to steal her throne. She has a nasty glare. Did anyone mention this wasn't my idea? I think she's a great queen. As far as I'm concerned, she's welcome to it. Really? Whatever will give you that idea? Well, it's nice that you think so. What do you think I should do? Go ahead and be king, just to let it happen? Marry her? As in marriage, as in be her husband? You've spoken to her about this? You did, didn't you? Why would you do that? Did you take a blow to the head? That's crazy.
We've taken multiple blows to the head, but we won't go there.
No, not perfect. Not perfect at all. I don't trust Anora any more than her father, and I'm certainly not going to marry her. Go and tell her whatever you think best, but I can't do it. Even if it means I have to be king myself. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I went with the wrong option. Alright.
I haven't been here in a while. They've changed the dining room. Something on your mind?
I should have gone with the top option. I see something. I am actually doing this because I do actually want Alistair and Anora to marry.
Maker's breath, it's good to see.
Indeed. We have been praying for your safe return, Warden.
I can believe it.
Very little. We will need... My father, he saw me as a threat. Yet even now, I'm certain he will be telling the nobles you are dangerous murder. I thought... But even... You will need... You have a... Strange... I don't know...
A use...
That is true. You need that evidence for the Landsmeet. But you also need a stronger candidate for the throne. You need me. I have not...
Anora.
I consider...
Well, she's quite... Poor girl. I cannot help thinking she may be trouble. But we should keep her close, all the same. This is... Still, I would rather have her where we can watch her than actively working for Loghain. Are you... She wouldn't take that risk unless it helps her secure the throne. Anora, we did not fight the Orlesians all those years just to lose our royal line in a single generation.
Are you I'm gonna stay...
That would... With Theron, unfortunate. And I suspect that might take a lot of persuading to get past her pride and his humility. Ferelden was first united, without that to unite us, we could scatter back to war. We certainly have a great deal to plan. Maker knows what that man is capable of now. Of course.
Alright, I apologize for skipping through that. However, you guys had already watched it, and I really didn't see the point in repeating a long conversation unnecessarily. Alright, this one on the other hand, I am going to watch.
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me.
Well,
I will be blunt. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne. Do you disagree? You are a fellow Grey Warden. What do you think of Alistair's potential to rule? Never. Alistair, he also seems to be a fine Grey Warden, which is exactly why he should remain one and serve the kingdom by defeating the Darkspawn. I have ruled for... Thus I say again, I would welcome your support for the throne if you would give it. That you will... In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot. Ignoring that the man looked... But a union might be considered a compromise, but... Is this something Alistair even desires? Let me... It is my understanding that governing does not appeal to him anyhow. If that is so, do so.
Alright, I really should have saved before I started this conversation, but... I'm saving this time.
So I'm guessing someone... Did anyone mention this wasn't my idea? I think she's a great queen. Really? Whatever will give you that idea? Well, what do you think I should do? Go ahead and be king, just to let it happen? Mary, why would you do that? Did you take a blow to the head? That's crazy. Yes, I suppose you're right. The Landsmeet will probably see that too. Go ahead then. Tell her I'll do it if it comes to that. Excuse me while I go have a small heart attack somewhere. No big deal, right?
Alright, that gave me the result I wanted.
Well, have you spoken to my lucky betrothed yet? Or will we be reduced to passing notes? He has? I wasn't expecting that, to tell you the truth. To marry Kaelin's brother. Well, I suppose stranger things have happened. If it will truly help matters... Is this it then? I agree to marry Alistair to retain my throne, and in exchange I give you my support. If not, then tell me now. Done. So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me? No. And while I know your concern is hardly disinterested, still, thank you.
Start dealing with the alien. Though I probably actually need to go to the camp and see what camp time conversations we have there, because we do need to actually try and resolve some things there. I was thinking of trying to do that off cam, but I think we'll do it on.
As there is but one world, one life, one death, there is
The
but
deep
one
dark
God,
before dawn's
and he
first
is
light
our
seems
maker.
eternal.
They are sinners who have given their love to false gods.
I have a feeling there's going to be some camp time stuff here. Could be wrong, but we'll see.
She is a very beautiful girl. I can see why you would want to be with her. I wanted to apologize for the things I may have said. I know I was a little harsh and I had no right to be. You are a dear friend, and I want you to be happy. And whatever you choose, know that I will stand by you. She's a lucky girl, Morrigan. She caught your eye. Though looking at her, it is not difficult to see why. Well, I want you to know I am happy for you. I know that look. You have something on your mind, don't you?
Alright. Let's come and talk to Zebrin here real quick.
What say you? By all means. What say you? Again? I'm game.
Things are coming to a head fairly quickly, aren't they? Are you ready? The last Grey Wardens in Ferelden. So much is expected from you. It hardly seems fair, either to you or to Alistair. I look at you sometimes and you are so young. You face death every day. You know you are unlikely to live long. Does it frighten you? And you sacrifice that others may live. Yes, the first blight in 400 years, and here you are, the fulcrum on which it all turns. Whatever happens, you will become legend. And if we should prevail, even if you die, you will live on in the memories of those you sacrificed everything for. And perhaps one day they will forget, but it will not erase what you did. Every new day that they see will be because of you, and nothing in this world will ever make that untrue. A Grey Warden through and through, selfless to the last, devoted to those you protect. I am honored to have served with you. What's on your mind? It is no trouble.
Maybe at a part of the game where we really are going to have a difficult time gaining any more points as far as relationship goes.
What you need? Aye, all right then.
Something on your mind? Of course.
So, full of questions, are you?
I think we might be behind if we're going to
Possibly, if I had the desire to. I do not. We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
That being said,
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my...
my backpacks I'm going to keep. Oh, I'm not going to keep you. I'm going to keep you.
don't have enough. Honestly, I don't know if I am gonna get enough.
Enchantment? And
I might want to compare that to what Alistair's using, although I don't think it's going to be better, but I could be wrong. Did I sell the bite back axe? Oh, Jimmy fucking Christmas. Why the fuck did I do that?
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? I'm sure you'll be pleased. I kind of hosed myself on the... Oh, no, it's right there. Okay. I didn't, so...
enchantment?
I wonder if I'm just being blind.
Enchantment!
Oh, that's why. Okay. Green Sword, 9.1. said, is a pretty solid weapon. Although I may not be able to do anything with it. Inventory. A little bit of a drop, but it does give me a little additional armor penetration, critical backslash damage. I think the Gorgon might actually suit Alistair better.
Enchantment?
Honestly, that is beyond helpful. Okay. There we go. Now Alistair actually has something that hits worth a damn. Although his other weapon, I mean, it was a 9-1, so I mean, 9-1's not bad, but this is a 9-8, and it's got some other stuff. So, and towards the end of the game, the fact that this has a +2 towards Darkspawn is honestly gonna help tremendously towards the end of the game, so... Alright. Wife sent me something. Okay, guys, I actually need to pause, because I need to let the dogs out, because it's about 15 to midnight where I'm at, so I apologize for having you guys stare at the camp and whatnot. I am going to mute the microphone, which, as I just smack it, So I'm gonna let the pups out so that they can use the bathroom and whatnot, and then I will be back, and then we will play for, we'll probably play for about another hour or so. Although at this point, I know I said I was thinking of playing until 1, doing a really long playthrough. I'm thinking of actually just calling it at this point, because the Alien Edge, this is actually a good place for us to stop, because I don't want to start the Alien Edge and then kind of only get a little into it, because the Alien Edge in and of itself is its own whole thing. So I think what I'm gonna do is, is actually wrap it up here. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wrap it up here. So I apologize. I know I said I was gonna probably play until 1:15, but at this point, like I said, this is actually a good stopping point for us to go to the Alien Edge tomorrow. So tomorrow we will be playing. Again, it'll be a long play. And yeah. So, anyways, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down there.
so that, and then hit the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I stream or upload. And then also don't forget to check out the playlist. I know I've been stacking the playlists either left or right or on top of each other. So the top one is typically, well, I shouldn't say typically because I always move them. So I'll try and get a little more consistent as far as that goes. Don't forget to check out my vlog channel, which is the Den Time with the Panther. I'll be actually doing a vlog here. Honestly, as soon as I'm done letting the pups out and come back, I'll actually be doing a Den Time. So, and just kind of wrapping up as far as that goes. So, and then then there's also the Dragon Age playlist so that you guys can get caught up as far as where we're at. Anyways, I want to thank you guys so much. It is a pleasure playing for you guys as always. And until the next time, this is Panther 0822. Peace out, guys. Have a fantastic night.